Welcome to the multi-ethnic, transcontinental and constantly transforming Russian Federation, the largest country in the world, the land of extremes, where the shadow of the past is always near and where the future is nothing if not unpredictable. Here's the plan. We start by traveling back in time to witness the desolate and infamous freeze-frame shot of the former USSR. Then we stop by St. Petersburg for all things abnormal and bizarre, and finally travel all the way to Siberia and Kyrgyzstan, to the very ends of the earth, in search of eternal life. Okay, we just crossed the border to Ukraine with our rented Lada, the Siberian Mercedes, and right now we're motivating in an area they call the dead zone. So Tunna, checklist.
Yes.
Geiger counter.
Check.
Iodine pills.
Check.
Your balls wrapped in foil.
Definitely check.
So here we go. "22 years ago, just before dawn, the worst nuclear accident in the history of mankind took place right over there in Chernobyl. The explosive destruction of reactor number 4 was followed by the severe release of radioactivity. This is Madventures in the Chernobyl exclusion zone, where each and every mile is taking us closer to ground zero. This man is Alexander Naumov. Alexander Viktorovich used to be the high-rank police officer in Chernobyl. We get a rare opportunity to get inside the nuclear plant. Документ. Спасибо. Поехали.
С 27 апреля 5 дней находился на железнодорожной станции Янов, которую мы охраняли, в результате чего дозовая нагрузка составила больше 100 рентген. Ну а в октябре месяце организм не выдержал, я провалялся на госпитальной койке больше 9 месяцев.
Хорошо. We're going to change our clothes as we're going to enter the radioactive zone, Chernobyl control room.
I just dropped my bag on the floor. You're not supposed to put anything on the floor because it contains radioactive dust.
Can't believe it. We're inside Chernobyl power plant. Now the level is low, but the fallout released 400 times more radioactivity than Hiroshima bombing. Today the radioactive remnants of the sole level 7 nuclear catastrophe in human history smolder beneath steel and concrete. The latest reports say that the sarcophagus, constructed in haste and under extreme conditions, is decaying and close to collapse. Somewhere underneath the cell, the lethal atom heart beats, waiting to be released. Gamma radiation contamination poisoned the environment and drove at least 200,000 people from their homes, but not before leaving a legacy that would infect their genes and the genotype of their children and generations to come. This is the abandoned town of Pripyat, 3 kilometers from the plant. Population 0. Life in the city of Pripyat has stopped to April 26, 1986. 24 hours after the Soviet Union finally admitted something had gone seriously wrong in the power plant, it concluded to clear out the city. The government tried to cover up the extent of the tragedy, telling the 50,000 inhabitants of the city the evacuation will only last for a couple of days. As you can see, none of them has returned home. This will be the shape of things to come for the next 600 to 900 years, at least.
What does it say?
Oh, it's around 30 microrentgens, not at all dangerous, but everybody has to carry this kind of Geiger meter with them in Pripyat, as there might be spots of really high radiation around. It's dangerous still. This used to be a kindergarten. It's highly radioactive. The silence here is eerie. Even the ghosts don't swim here anymore. It's almost 1,000 microrentgens here. 3 times more than near the sarcophagus. Tunna, come and check this place out. We found it. This is where the Soviet Union ended up, the dead zone. It's a horrible place. Chernobyl should never be forgotten. But enough with the cemeteries now. It's a brave new Russia out there where everything is possible and we want to witness it. So goodbye Chernobyl. Destination tomorrow. St. Petersburg is Russia's party capital, and here money can buy you anything. Take this ride for example. Our choice of transportation used to belong to the former Soviet Red Army, but these days you can rent it just to have some fun. The Combat Patrol Recon vehicle is an extreme off-roader, but you can also take it on the streets if you cough enough moolah. This just got to be the only possible way for Madventures to infiltrate St. Petersburg. Давай, давай!